The APWU and the other unions, national letter carriers, the rural carriers, and the mail handlers all joined together to kick off this September the 27th rally for Save America's Postal Service. I'll be the site lead for APWU, and I got a little script I'm gonna read. I'm sticking right with the script, so don't look for no ad libs. Thank you for everyone attending. Like I said, the 100 of you that made it out to Save America's Postal Service rally. My name is Eric Harris, that is, and I've been a postal employee for almost 17 years now. I'm a maintenance employee, electronic technician down at the GMF downtown. Today, postal employees are holding rallies in all 435 congressional districts around the country. This is a testament to the fact that we are present and connected to every community in the nation. Today we stand here to bring a simple message from the community to Congress, which is, please pass HR 1351. HR 1351 is the first step in returning the Postal Service to solid financial footing. This bill uses no taxpayer funds and does not add to the deficit. It simply allows the Postal Service to have access to its own money. Thank you for all of you standing here today in the rally together for a sensible solution and not having me out here by myself.
City Congressman at the press conference at the Baltimore Teachers Union office. Dutch Ruppersberger, Sarbanes, and Elijah Cummings, all three were there. All three are co-sponsors of House Bill 1351. Right now there are over 200 co-sponsors to the bill, which means it's got an excellent chance of passage. However, we got some folks, I don't know whether they call them cocoa or chocolate or hot chocolate. No, they're called Tea Party. That's what they call them. You got the Tea Party folks that are totally against this. Totally against this, which means what we need to do is we got to reach out to our sons, our mothers, our sisters, our brothers, our uncles, our cousins to get them behind this, because a lot of folks got the wrong message. They think the message is post office don't have no money and they got to fire folks. Well, that ain't the issue. The government got the post office money and we want it back. That's what we want. And you know, we're happy to say that the unions did agree. I'm happy to say, even though I work for the federal government, I'm a 41-year dues-paying union member. But our work to do right now is to get the message out to the community that we don't want these post offices closed.
Save the service! Save the service! Save the service! 1351! Congress get the job done! 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 Save the service!
My name's Sharon Black, and I'm with the All People's Congress.
And Sharon, why are you here supporting the postal workers?
Well, we came out here today to support the postal workers because their cause is just, and we think that what's happening to the post office workers is going to affect us all in the community. They're getting ready to close down a lot of the post offices that are needed by the community. So we're out here to show support, and we're going to be at the other rally in Towson. We come here and then we're going to go there. But basically what's being told about the post office is a lot of lies, frankly. They don't need to close these post offices, and they don't need to lay off the workers. And if they want a real jobs bill, then our message is don't lay off anybody. These services are important. I'm a nurse, for instance, and what I have to do as a home care nurse is go to wherever I'm needed. Right now, the post office, the workers go wherever they're needed. They deliver in rural areas, they deliver in poor communities. If you privatize everything, people like FedEx and UPS don't have to go everywhere. They don't have to service the poorest communities. They don't have to service those who've been cut off in the rural areas. So we're basically saying, as a community group, Do not cut the post office workers. Don't lay anybody off. So, you know, we're going to be out protesting and, you know, waging a whole campaign to join with them, with their union.
Doc Cheatham just pointed out that if they do go through with this postal closing, that at least 14 of them could be right here in this area. 14 are in this area. Some are in an area in Pennsylvania Avenue where we have members also. Some of our members are directly affected in Waverly. And you got to realize a lot of these post offices that they're slated to close, it's like the seniors who need these post offices. It's like people who don't have a lot of money need the post offices. You know, it's sort of like what they're doing to the state workers and the public workers in general. They're now doing to the post office workers. And you got to realize it's a lot of these jobs, because the union has supported the workers in the post office. They make decent wages, so it's going to impoverish a lot of people when you lay off 120,000 people. It's already just announced, the Census Bureau said that 1 out of every 4 persons in Baltimore is now living in poverty. Well, these are decent paying, regular union jobs. Now you're taking 120,000 workers and laying them off. Think about what poverty is going to be next year. It's just going to grow and grow. So, you know, I think that everybody, regardless of whether you are in their union or not in the union, if you're in the community, we all got to stick together in this, or we're all going to, you know, divided we're going to fall. You know, together we can stop this if we really get out there. Thanks so much, Sharon.
Thank you.
Now, Doc, what's the status of the bill that you're supporting?
Right now, House Bill 1351 is in the United States Congress. There are right now a little over 200 co-sponsors, including Congressman Sarbanes, Congressman Ruppersberger, and Congressman Cummings. And right now it looks like a little over 200, and at least 50 of those are Republicans, so it has a real good chance at this point. And what they're attempting to do is to undo what has been done in the past. The post office is not out of money. It is not a profit-making business, but what has actually happened, the post office had to put up, I think it's somewhere around $5 billion to basically cover the health benefits for workers within a 75-year period, which means they had to set aside money for people who aren't even born yet to work for the post office. And not only did they do it, but they found that they actually have overpaid the government. And what they're merely attempting to do is to, one, not make this agency do what any other company, no other company has to pay for workers not even born yet, but also to get this money back, and that way they don't have to fire employees. However, we are very afraid that there are at least 8 post offices here in the city that are targeted for closing, somewhere around 50 in the entire state of Maryland. So we're very pleased that we have 4 different postal worker unions that are out here today, basically telling folks we need the government to allow the money to come back the way it should. They were overpaid, and do not fire these employees, and definitely don't close post offices, because those that can least afford a post office being closed are the post offices that have been targeted.
And Doc, what's the chances in the Senate with this bill?
The Senate looks good, with the Senate still having a slim majority of Democrats. The chances are very good. They're not getting any real negative conversation coming from the senators. They are getting some negative conversations, I'm sad to say, from the Tea Party and from those far right wingers. But we're going to be optimistic that folks are going to realize you cannot undo this great government agency. They basically provide a service, and the service doesn't come from the paying of stamps.
And again, Doc, the bill that people should be supporting is the
House Bill number 1351. House Bill number 1351. 3 of the Baltimore City congressmen are supporting: Cummings, Ruppersberger, and Sarbanes. We need your support, community.
And what group are you representing today?
I'm, of course, the president of the National Action Network Greater Baltimore chapter, where Reverend Al Sharpton Jr. is our national president.
Thanks so much, Doc.
Thank you.